Welcome to our channel. Forget for 2 minutes the issue that is now being brought forward by Israel. But now it has been decided on the part of Iran that it seems to be resolved between their generals and their government, which was probably a deadlock at that time. And the decision has been made that Iran will attack Israel and will continue to bombard Israel for about 96 hours continuously. Missiles will continue to be fired, apart from that they will be attacked by drones and cyber attack. That is, whoever is keeping in mind that Iran will strike and go back out or something will happen, this is probably the situation that has gone wrong. And the decision has been made that Iran will continue to attack continuously for about 72 to 96 hours. This continuous means that Iran will continue to strike for 3 to 4 days, in which Lebanon will also continue to strike. The strike will continue from evening. And probably, in this whole situation, Israel will not be given a chance to retaliate, that is, if Israel thinks about it. See if you rained missiles. Now, as many underground drones, missiles, and their things as Iran have lying, they will hit all of them. And they will give us a prize. Now what happened is that last night America received a report from America's intelligence agencies to Israel, which they said in the whole world that we have seen some movement for Iran's missiles. Of all things, and we guess that now it is going to attack. But the matter that has come up now will be a very strange strategy, and it will be interesting to see. They are saying that what we have to do is to attack for consecutive days. Now, for 4 days, if you put so much responsibility on any person, that is, the head, that is, Netanyahu or the army, they will be paralyzed. What are they planning now? They are doing this to attack so much that their defense system will be completely destroyed. Lebanon has been thrown into this. The warhead they have to use. It's a big deal that you mean to penetrate inside and blow it up. Look at 2 things you should keep in mind as much as Iran wants to avoid. Or will these Lebanese want to escape? This war is so close to their home. Stop this work for another 2 or 4 days and see, they will attack next. So the biggest step in this whole situation is that they have to attack, and they have to attack continuously so that the missiles that they have, the missiles that Israel has, are all consumptive. Now let's say one thing that you are continuously shooting drones for 96 hours for 3 or 4 days. Look at the drones that Hezbollah killed last night. Just look at what happened to Israel. Last night there was a fire, the whole devastation was so much, and after that the investigation report was called at the same time in the night that what happened was that the Swan drones were there and we were not stopped. And there is a lot of fear within Israel's military establishment right now. What is going on with us? We are not managing the issue, so first Iran will attack, long-range missiles, short-range missiles, or strike from Syria, that is a different thing. They will try to suppress their defense system completely. If you get someone's defense system under wraps, you think you've won half the battle. So, in this whole situation, it will be the most important matter that you will destroy them. That is, they want Israel to do 2 things. One is to consume all their weapons and missiles. It is obvious that they will not be able to defend themselves. For example, if we take an example that about 500 to 1,000 missiles or drones are being deployed on a daily basis, and now they are hitting from morning to night. You can even deploy up to 1,500, then you will have to fire 1,500 drones and 1,500 missiles to stop 1,500 missiles and rockets, otherwise you don't have enough. Do this. After that, you have to do the next day, then the next day. Obviously, in this situation, the Iron Dome will also be destroyed, and David Links will also be destroyed. Their infrastructure will be destroyed and early warning systems will be suppressed. They are planning to destroy their command and control center as well. Everything has to be destroyed. Then the people will be in the bunkers, then there are their screams, then the whole system of all of them, all of the things of all of them are in front of you all. But the conditions that will arise in all these scenarios, they actually want to destroy Israel's defense system so that they are not ready to attack later. So their strategy at that time is very clear and obvious. Look, the final thing in this whole scenario is obvious until the president does this work, so I will give input. The president will actually fight Iran this time. It was originally a strategy to avoid war. But the problem is that when war breaks out, you cannot save yourself. That is, it is very clear in the world that if the president of Iran is thinking that we should keep our hands and the generals say no, we should attack. So tell me one thing, will Israel sit quietly in this whole scenario? Will they not try to kill Ayatollah Ali Khamenei? Will they not try to kill the others? Do they have information? Go ahead and upload it next. It will work and be badly prepared for the next attack. Now think that they were planning that yes, Hezbollah Lebanon will actually change their strategies. They are not going to make any change. This is everyone's misunderstanding and they are in a more dangerous way. What happened yesterday is that the attack that took place at night from the side of Lebanon is hurting them more than all the attacks that have taken place in Israel so far. It's not like the attack that Iran did earlier. The whole problem is that after the attack last night, they have told the media not to discuss it. They were such a big failure. That there are a few drones that penetrated inside. And by going there, they have created havoc. It has been happening before, but now their new defense systems were deployed there and they could not stop it. Now under their feet, the earth was evidently coming out and it has come out. So, the current position of Israel is to imagine that they have completely burnt the agricultural field and turned it into a pile of rock. Apart from this, the most important thing is that no one is able to intercept their drones. So guess from here that the attack that can happen is a large-scale attack is happening now and many of their soldiers have been injured and many are reported to have lost their lives. Say whatever you want, but Israel is fully prepared to pay the fee at this time. Consider one thing that they accused Pakistan that they are helping Iran and doing so and so. It is obvious that Pakistan has no such intention. But actually they want to make one thing very clear on the international level, that Iran remains completely isolated, but the power that is supporting Iran at the moment. If there is an Islamic world, then there is no need to support them, but the two major powers that are supporting Iran, whether they are directly or indirectly, are enough for it. Russia and China. Russia actually, who rightly says that they have played a role. Israel never expected that Russia would do such a thing. Within the countries that are keeping their relations with Russia like this, you will consider these countries one by one. They will bring a similar model towards regime change and they will rock it. The main reason for this is that they do not see any such case with Russia. What Russia is actually playing in the open. And you saw yesterday, the day before yesterday, Ukraine attacked the territories that were held by Russia, NATO attacked, and it is a very dangerous attack. And since last night, Russian forces are bombing there. This has suddenly ignited a fire with Russia. NATO has become active at once. It is only because there is an attack here. Otherwise, you see that the issue of Russia was going on. Actually, this is now the war of Ukraine. It will not be the war of America and Europe. You will see that these issues of intel will go to the different side. This war will be seen as Israel's war because controlling Russia is Israel's main motive at the moment, and it is understanding that if Iran is so powerful, they have radar systems, they have underground missiles. If they have things, they provide all of them to all of Russia, and there are no two opinions about it. Think that the Russian troops also know that tomorrow when there is a war in Ukraine, we will tell Iran, Iran will provide troops. Now think that Iran will provide troops. Besides, there are too many fighters to fight after Iran. Are within the entire region. Now you can guess one thing, if you, that is, the militias of Iraq and Syria, you should say this to them. If the war in Ukraine is actually a war against Israel, then you will see that the same fighters will rise up and go here. And that's why you see that Putin opened the door so that those who would come to us and fight with Ukraine. Nationality. We'll give them, keep them in a hotel, bear the expenses of their wives and children. Tell me, those militias who are fighting in Syria or Iraq should go and fight in Ukraine. Their wives and children should be taken care of. If they get money, why won't they go and fight? So Putin has put his development further is that one is supporting Iran completely and in return Iran is also supporting him. So now both of them are fighting together, which is to be ultimate. They will see that they are against Israel after all, and this battle with Israel is about to enter the final phase. Because after that it will be seen that if they really destroy all their defense system, then the PLO will be paralyzed and they will not be able to attack. Like and subscribe our channel for more updates.